This season has been all about making the best of a decent situation in this new era of this series. A 54-win season is not all that surprising, really, because, of course, Mike, while he's put his own spin on this team so far, the core that I established is still intact. And of course, now with the ability for me to be able to try and optimize our lines and the personnel that play at the NHL level, it's no real surprise, of course, that this team is still doing as good as they are. Again, without me having some input, this team would continue to underperform because of just how important a good coaching staff is. So right now, I'm feeling pretty good about what we might be able to accomplish in this postseason, which means we are likely to struggle. But obviously, the top six is still ridiculous. Really, the entire forward core is outrageous. The defense still looking strong. Dylan not really going to hit those top-notch heights that I was hoping for. Unfortunately, he's still decent, though. And then goalie-wise, of course, it is our biggest weakness. We'll see what Wallstead and Skarek are able to do this postseason. I would hope that Wallstead is going to prove to be the guy, but obviously without me now having the option to go out and improve, it really is down to Mike, as scary as that is. But we are still listed as champions, again, for good reason. 54 wins. However, there's a very scary offseason coming up. A very scary offseason. Metropolitan, Doc, Pulock, Dylan all have their contracts coming up. This could be a bad time. This could be a very bad time. Time will ultimately tell. And Kochkov, call him what you will, he is available to us. Of course, now I do have the option to send somebody down if need be. And honestly, I think I might try to drop Sebastian Aho and Skarek for him. Hey, we can do it. Sweet. So I still think we might go with Wallstead. That's going to piss off some people that Aho is down, but hey, it is what it is. I'm still going to start Wallstead in this first game, but we needed to make that move. And I mean, again, it's like, oh, I'm disappointed. This guy's not going to be sitting in the press box anymore. Oh no, poor baby. Whatever are you going to do? So the team is set. Let's take a look at what we're up against. As I mentioned, Arizona Coyotes are who we're up against here in the first round. Only a 39-win season, so in theory, we should steamroll them. I have a hunch it's not going to be that easy. This is the team. We start off with Nick Schmaltz, now a 91 overall, Barrett Hayton, and Clint Zeeler, who we looked at acquiring once upon a time. Number 1 overall pick in 2023. Of course, we ended up with a different option. Second line, we have Noel Gunler next to Clayton Keller and Christian Dvorak. Obviously, that top six is ridiculous. In the third line, it doesn't get any easier. Duke Morales, former third-round pick, next to Max Domi, who's back as a Coyote, and Declan Morgan, the son of Arthur, 2024 first-round pick, 5th overall for the Yotes. That fourth line, Thomas Tata, is next to Jared McCann and Fabien Lascelles. So all in all, it's a pretty damn good forward lineup. I mean, God, you have 284s on the fourth line. It's not an easy situation. Defensively, it's not amazing for them, but it's hardly horrible. You have Shea Theodore next to Brandon Carlo, Victor Soderstrom and Chad Chris, the former Hawk, and Victor Trafford next to Cale Fleury. So Victor Trafford was a draft pick of ours, 13th overall. Once upon a time, still think we made the right move to move on from him when we did. The goaltender, actually, we didn't move on from him, that's right. Mike traded him, Blackwood and Trafford. I forget what we traded him for, though. Mackenzie Blackwood. This is awkward because it wasn't my decision to trade him. He won us a Stanley Cup. Oh, boy. He helped win us a Stanley Cup. And now here we are up against in the backup Malik Belfour, son of Ed. Fair enough. Well then. Just zoned out there for a second. That's weird. I'm not going to say what I was thinking of for now. I'm just going to try to move on. Nikita Gusev, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and Cody Clark as the healthy scratches. Let's see what happens. I'm going to get right down to business here, man, because I'm trying to get out of my head what I was thinking of. Oh, boy, we're doing this. We're doing this. We're going for it. Let's take a look at the overalls before we get into this. Again, we are going to be heavily favored. However, they are not pushovers. 99 offense, 88 defense, 82 in goaltending. At 78 in goaltending for us is quite scary. Again, also without Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews, of course. At this point, it was a new era and a lot of new ways. Let's do this. Game 1, round 1, against the Coyotes. The defending Stanley Cup champion Chicago Blackhawks. I'm joking, obviously. Let's see what happens here. First period and a good start. Brandt Clark with the opening goal. Shots were about even. Second period, they tie it, though. Zeeler with the goal on Wallstead. So, not a bad performance from Wallstead thus far. Our offense really does need to step up here at the end of the day. Power play chance. Glenn Metropolitan able to get the goal. So, again, our top player at this stage, was he 95 overall? Gets a clutch goal that we need him to score. 6 minutes left. Can we hold on here is the question. The answer is yes. It was looking a bit shaky. 37 shots to 29 in their favor, but we hold on to get the 2-1 win. That's a good way to start this series. Jesper Wallstedt, I mean, man, 36 saves. Very impressed. Ned Eakin assisted on both goals. Very happy with that performance. All things considered. Who was on the ice? It was the Point Strome to Brinkett line. Fair enough. Strome 13 of 20 on faceoffs. Nice little 65% there. I'll take it. So we get a very good way to start this series. Again, this new era of just trying to make the best of what situation I get handed from Mike. Again, an ever-evolving series at this point, mainly because, again, we did find success with the alternating method. Let's see what happens here, shall we? First period of Game 2. No real reason to change the lines, of course. Let's see how this goes down. First period, goal apiece. Kirby Dach on the power play. Clayton Keller on the power play. Now, it did put Kochetkov. I'm going to go with Kochetkov for the rest of this. It put him in because I totally forgot. So we'll see. Whoever had the better performance gets to start Game 3. That's how we'll handle it. So we did outshoot them 14-6, though, so that's a bit disappointing. Second period, and that's pretty good news for us. Jan Niebeck with the goal. Niebeck. I'm going with Niebeck. Again, we're up 2-1 now. Only 11 shots for the Coyotes thus far. So Mackenzie Blackwood, unsurprisingly, strong effort here for the Yotes. But right now, their team just not getting it done offensively. Hopefully that continues to be the case. That would be splendid. As Kyle Palmieri makes it a 2-goal lead. Power play chance. Can't get the old misery compiler, as they say. Under 7 minutes to play. Things are looking good. The Chicago Blackhawks should ice this one. And we do. An empty net power play goal for Alex DeBrincat. 4-1 final. 44 shots to 21. And Kochetkov, strong game. Strong game from both goaltenders thus far. It's going to be interesting who gets to start Game 3 here. I mean, damn. 6-2 on aggregate thus far. Well, can you imagine if aggregate mattered over the course of 7 games? How would that even work? That'd be so bizarre. I'd like to see that just for the shit show it would provide. Kochetkov, 952. Wallstead, 972. We're going to go back to Wallstead for the moment. But if he slips up, we go to Kochetkov. I did not mean for this to be the way we play this. It just kind of happened. But right now, we're going to go with the hot hand. And for the moment, we'll see if Wallstead can continue to be that. So we're up 2-0 in this series. We're going to keep going. No reason to make any line changes right now. Things are looking very good for us. Can we continue our winning ways, or will the home team trend rear its ugly head? Might be the chance, might be the option for how this plays out. First period, 2 goals apiece. Chad Chris, the former Hawk, Ned Eakin gets the power play goal to tie it. Clayton Keller scores. Niebeck scores with 52 seconds left. We're tied at 2. 13 shots to 9. Still, though, all tied up heading into the second period here. Let's see how that goes. Goodness. Defense and goaltending, what's that? Barbashev is able to give us the 3-2 lead. Palmieri makes it 4-2. Niebeck 5-2. Then 5-3. Brandt Clark with 2 seconds left makes it 6-3. We have 6 goals on 20 shots. There have been 9 goals on 45 in this game thus far. I can't believe Blackwood's still in. We go to the third, up by 3. Early power play for the Coyotes. An extended power play at that, and they take advantage. Max Domi scores. Ned Eakin gets it back less than a minute later. 7-4. Really, we have no excuse to not be up 3-0 by the end of this. Niebeck scores again. He is on fire in this first round. It's 8-4, 9-4. Apparently 8 goals was the breaking point for Blackwood. Kyle Palmieri scores. I don't remember what was his name. Was it Mike? I don't know. Who the hell knows? The son of the Eagle. Mike Jordan Belfort. Who the hell knows? I got that stupid ass song stuck in my head when I saw the name Belfort, and I don't know why. And I'm not a fan of that song for reasons. As in, someone I was dating loved that song, and now I can't hear that song without thinking of that person, and it sucks. It sucks. That song can kick rocks, as can the Arizona Coyotes. Yes, that's what I was thinking of earlier. Hat trick for Zion Niebeck. 4-point night for Ned Eakin. Not the strongest performance in the world from Wallstead, but thank God the offense showed up to support him. Again, 9-4 is your final. Eakin led the way. Just 4 players went without a point in that game. Alex DeBrincat was one of them. The rest were defensemen. Alex DeBrincat has not had a good first round here. Wallstead, oof. I think Kochetkouff's going to get the opportunity to prove that he should be the starter. Heading into the second round, we have a commanding 3-0 series lead on the Coyotes. Dominant victories over the last 2 games. Game 1, of course, was extremely close. Ned Eakin has 7 points in 3 games, which is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, Pyotr Kochetkouff is going to get the opportunity. Wallstead still has a 9.29. Shows how great he was in that first game. But we'll see what happens. Again, no reason to change the lines right now. Pure domination. The question is, can we close this series out here against the Yotes? Let's find out. Let's do this first period. Goal apiece. Zeeler gets the opening goal. Braden Point. A rare goal from him. He's been more of an assist man in his tenure here in Chicago. You might be able to hear a neighbor's car. You gotta love it. I don't know what it is. Welcome to Maine, where everyone's car sounds like a fucking tank or a jet engine. Take your pick. It's annoying as hell regardless. But Braden Point gets the goal. We are tied at 1 apiece. Shots are about even as well. Second period, it's a very good 20 minutes for the Arizona Coyotes. You know what? No, I'm going to power through this. If you can hear it and it's annoying, I'm sorry. It's annoying the shit out of me. We're powering through this. Dvorak and Nick Schmaltz with the goals. I'm stopping the video. All right, that took 6.5 years. So now that I'm completely out of my moment and my rhythm and the groove, let's continue onward. We're down 3-1 in this game. Third period, power play chance. Hey, Max Domi just scored. Damn it. I totally thought that was for us. So we're out of this game. The Yotes refusing to be swept. Unfortunately, the defense and goaltending just doesn't show up. We had a couple of power play chances here in the third. Yeah, we're toast. 5-1 is the final. Morales, the final goal of that particular game. Mackenzie Blackwood, a bit of a return to form. And of course, how we know he can play in the postseason, but all in all, not a strong game. Only 2 players with points, and woof, that fourth line had a bad day. Like, we're talking worse than Daniel Powder bad day, which he's talking about a bad day and a bad song. That's right, hot take. Deal with it. That was a rough performance. That was rough. Don't know if I'm going to change anything about the lines heading into the next game. We are going to take a look, though. So Metropole, good. Just behind a point a game. Strome and DeBrincat, though, have been a bit quiet. Whereas Niebeck's still a goal a game. I still like that third line. The fourth line, Scott Lawton's been a little bit quiet, but no real reason to take him out. So I'm a little bit worried about DeBrincat and Strome. but I don't really want to change anything about the rest of the team. The easy thing to do is to just swap the wing that he and Point are on. Defensively, Dillon and Clark have been great. Boqvist, man, Adam Boqvist has been one of the weird ones where it's just consistently kind of struggling. I think we're going to make that quick change of just swapping what side players are on to try and spark something. Goaltender in this next game, without a doubt, is Wallstead. It's his job to lose now, because Kochetkov has not been great. 5-1 loss is pretty rough. So game 5. No real changes to the lineup, just kind of shaking things up a little bit, though. Let's see if we can bounce back. The sweep is off the table, but we should still be able to walk away with a win here. First period, good start, Kyle Palmieri. So the fourth line already rebounding after a rough go in the last game. That last performance. Second period, and we're tied. Noel Gunler brings it back. So the shots are just about even. The score is even. Third period, here we go. The Coyotes looking to force a 6th game. We are trying to close this one out. Can we do such a thing? Power play chance, please. We just wasted another power play shot. Come on, we have to get a goal here. Thank you. Adam Boqvist, of all people, buries it on the power play. Is that going to be enough? Clayton Keller says no. Great timing. Great timing there, Clayton. Good old Clayton. Okay. Wonderful. Overtime. We couldn't hold on for 2 more minutes. Will the Yotes force game 6? Power play, end the series. Nope. Boys, don't. Ziegler scores. We're going to game 6. I am unimpressed in how we've played over the last 2 games. Really taking our foot off the gas here and just not getting it done. Wallstead's still going to start this 6th game. He's still our best option in goal right now, but I am unimpressed. Outscored 8-3 over the last 2 games. Our third period power play efforts have been abysmal as of late, and that is going to be cause for a change. And that change is going to be to drop. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's going to be Kirby Dach who gets dropped. And in theory, that's a pretty good decision because of what that means here. We'll have Point as a center, and then let's go Strome on the left, Dach to Brinkett on a +5. Third line, a little bit quiet in the past few games. A little bit concerned with the likes of Scott Lawton. You know what? I'm gonna test this out. I want to change things around. Jake Wise is gonna slot in. No, he's not. He's not a good fit for that fourth line. Lawton's got to stay then, because down in the AHL again, you saw how barren, man, Michael Zacharias came out of nowhere, didn't he? You saw how barren it kind of was. You know, these really are our best options here. Then again, if a fourth line, rotation is what we're kind of living and dying off of, that shows how bad it is. Defensively, though, I'm pretty disappointed in what I'm seeing right now. Now, we do have the likes of Stephen Johns, Samorukov, Crawley, and Walker that we can give an opportunity to. Because right now, Ronick is just not getting it done. I'm a bit disappointed in Nielsen as well. And Boqvist also isn't getting it done. All right, we're breaking up Pulock and Boqvist. I mean, problem is Pulock's been a little bit better, but Boqvist is arguably the future of the team. So I'm going to go Nielsen, Boqvist, Ronick, and Pulock. And then goalie-wise, again, it's going to be Wallstead. Rocking a .924 right now. And power play-wise, I again feel the need to change it up. Really have no choice. Now, I know Boqvist is in a forward spot's been an interesting call, but that was to avoid dropping either Metropolitan or Eakin off of the top power play unit because we've been running defensemen, but I really don't feel like running defensemen has been the best way to go. So the change is that we're going to work in the third line. So Jake Virtanen is going to be on the power play now. Basically our entire third line. Jake Virtanen, Ivan Barbashev, and we're going to take Boqvist out. Brant Clark's the only defenseman that's going to be on the power play unit. Let's get Zion Nybeck there. And we're going to see how well this works out for us. So I feel better about moving to Brinkett up there. Clark can be there and kind of a staple of that unit. And then Nybeck shoots left, Metropolit shoots left, Barbashev and Strome. I'd rather have Barbashev there. Now that we're doing that, Nybeck gets moved back down. I feel pretty good about that. I feel better about this, though. Let's roll with that. If that power play unit can't get it done, then what power play will? Game 6. Can't believe we're here. Can we close out this series, please? That would be great. First period, better start. Ned Eakin. The opening goal, doubled him up in shots. Good start, all things considered. Second period, goal apiece. Morales ties it. Eakin scores again. 27 shots to 11. Yet we are only up by a single goal. Let's do this. Power play chance goes to waste. Arizona with one of their own, an extended power play chance that they somehow didn't take advantage of. We're halfway through the third. Can we finish this series off? Power play again for the Yotes. Killed off. Under 4 minutes to play now. The Chicago Blackhawks are going to the second round. Metropolit ends it on an empty net goal. Mackenzie Blackwood put up one hell of a fight. But ultimately it was not enough. For whatever reason, finally, our team plays like they're capable of playing, and we walk away with the victory. So, great performance from Wallstead, 23 of 24. And again, that seals it. We punch our ticket to the next round, where it looks like it's going to be the Winnipeg Jets rather than the Minnesota Wild. We're going to find out here very, very soon. And indeed, we will be taking on the Winnipeg Jets in round 2. The AHL club moves on. Rockford, after sweeping the Chicago Wolves, will take on the Texas Stars in round 2. So, very happy for the most part. Of course, you would have seen the team stats, the player stats to this point. Let's actually look at the team stats. So, I mean, in terms of goals for, wow, Winnipeg averaged under 2 goals a game and they still moved on. That's insanity. Absolute insanity. We averaged 3.5 goals for per game. That's crazy that New York averaged over 4 against and only won 2 games. Some of these numbers are outrageous. Again, allowing 2.5 per game, 3.5 scored. Our power play was at 27%. It's just in the third period, it was abysmal. The penalty kill at 84%, which is slightly towards the bottom. Florida could not kill off a penalty to save their lives. And then again, player stat-wise, I'm fairly happy. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, some criticism goes away. You know, you look at Kirby Dach, it's like, okay, I don't really want you to be outscored by Jake Virtanen, but here we are. At the end of the day, Alex DeBrincat, 2 points, but hey, we still won. He wakes up, how good are we going to do? Dylan Strome had 1 point in 6 games, but we still moved on. And Jesper Wallstead has proven that he is our guy moving forward in the meantime. So again, next episode, we take on Winnipeg. Los Angeles plays Calgary. Over in the east, it's Columbus and Florida. Tampa plays Washington. With that, we are done here. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for spending the time with me as I continue to complain about my neighbors more than most things. Check out everything in the description if you have not already done so. And of course, a shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. I love ya. I will see you all in the next one. Until then, have a good one. Take it easy. Stay safe. Catch you next time.